Have you ever felt like life is happening to you and not for you? Like no matter how hard you try, something invisible keeps pulling you back. What if I told you that the life you're living right now might not even be yours? That your energy, your frequency, is tuned to a story that was never truly meant for you. This isn't just about mindset or willpower. It's about the vibration you're operating on, the energetic signature that you carry, often without even knowing it. Most of us walk through life carrying emotional baggage we didn't pack ourselves. We inherit beliefs, fears, and patterns from our parents, grandparents, and generations long before us. These energetic imprints quietly shape how we see the world, how we show up, and especially how we receive abundance, love, and joy. Now let me ask you, have you ever found yourself repeating the same painful cycles even after doing all the right things? Do you feel like you've outgrown your current reality but can't quite break free? If any of that resonated with you, you're not alone, and you're in the right place. Because in today's video, we're going deep into energy, ancestry, and how you can finally shift your frequency to create the life you've always felt was waiting for you. But before we dive in, I want to invite you to do something powerful. Not just for you, but for everyone who might need this message. If this topic speaks to your soul, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this truth. And most importantly, leave a comment below. What area of your life feels stuck right now? Where do you feel ready to transform? Let's open this space together with honesty, courage, and intention. Because once you understand how to shift your frequency, you'll understand how to shift everything. Let's start with something most people never consider. Your life is a reflection of your frequency. Not just your thoughts, not just your habits, but the vibration you emit every single day. And here's where it gets even more profound. That frequency didn't start with you. You were born into a field of energy, a field that holds the beliefs, traumas, and experiences of your ancestors. And whether you're aware of it or not, that energy lives within you. It shapes your emotional responses, it influences your self-worth, and it often creates invisible barriers to abundance, joy, and peace. Ask yourself this: have you ever struggled with money, even though you're intelligent, hardworking, and doing everything right? Do you feel guilty when things start going too well, as if you're not allowed to surpass your family's story? That's ancestral frequency at work. It's like an emotional contract you didn't consciously sign, one that says, "I will remain loyal to the pain that came before me." This loyalty is subtle, but powerful. If your grandparents lived in survival mode, you may unconsciously repeat that pattern. If your parents never believed they deserved happiness, you may find it hard to fully receive it yourself. And here's the thing, this is not about blaming them. They did the best they could with what they had. But now, it's your turn. You have the power, right now, to choose a different frequency, to become the one who says, "This pattern ends with me," to consciously decide that your life will not be a repeat of inherited pain. But it starts with awareness, with noticing the places where you're living small, staying safe, or carrying burdens that don't belong to you. Drop a comment below if this resonates with you. Have you ever noticed a pattern in your life that feels older than you? A fear, a belief, a block you can't explain? Let's talk about it. Because when you bring light to what's been unconscious, that's when the healing begins. So now that we've opened the door to awareness, let's go a step deeper. What exactly does it mean to shift your frequency? And how do you actually do it? Let's be clear. Frequency isn't just a spiritual buzzword. It's the emotional tone you carry. A combination of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Think of it like a radio signal. Whatever station you're tuned into, that's what you receive more of. If you're stuck on the channel of fear, scarcity, or self-doubt, you'll keep attracting people, situations, and emotions that match that frequency. But here's the good news. You can change the channel, and it doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. The first step is to become the observer of your inner world. Notice how you speak to yourself. Pay attention to the stories you repeat, especially the ones that start with "I always," or "I never," or "That's just how I am." These phrases are clues. They reveal the programs running beneath your conscious mind. For example, if you say, "I always struggle with money," you're reinforcing an energetic loop of lack. If you believe, "Nothing ever works out for me," guess what? Your frequency will align with that belief and your reality will follow. So ask yourself right now, what beliefs have I accepted as truth? That might not actually be mine. Whose voice is in your head when you say you're not enough? Whose fear are you carrying when you hesitate to take a risk? Whose pain are you holding when you feel guilty for wanting more? Let this sink in. You were not born to repeat patterns. You were born to heal them. You are the turning point in your lineage. And the moment you become conscious of the frequency you're emitting, you begin to reclaim your power. So let's start small. Every day, take 5 minutes to tune in. Breathe. Observe your thoughts without judgment. Ask, what am I vibrating right now? What energy am I sending out? Because awareness is the seed of transformation. And once you're aware, you can choose differently. Comment below, what belief or emotion do you feel ready to let go of today? Now that you've started becoming aware of your frequency, it's time to talk about something powerful and often overlooked: your emotional signature. Every single day, you're radiating an emotional tone, whether it's calm, anxious, grateful, angry, hopeful, or defeated. And that emotional tone literally shapes your reality. It's not just about positive thinking, it's about emotional congruence. You can say all the affirmations you want, but if your dominant emotional state is fear or doubt, the universe listens to that, not your words. So let me ask you, what emotions are you living in most of the time? Not what you post online, not what you tell others, but what you feel when you're alone, in silence. Because your true point of attraction is not what you want, it's what you are. Here's something that changed my life. Emotions are not just feelings, they're frequencies. And frequencies are messages that tell life what to send back to you. If you've been stuck in survival mode, you might have been living in emotions like stress, worry, guilt, or resentment. Those emotions have a low vibration. They keep you tethered to a reality of struggle, repetition, and scarcity. But when you begin to generate elevated emotions, even for 5 minutes a day, you start to shift everything. Try this. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply, and for just a moment, feel what it would be like to be free, to be safe, to be supported. Imagine your future self, healed, abundant, clear, smiling back at you. Feel the emotion of already being there. This is not fantasy. This is frequency work. Your body begins to believe it. Your energy field records it. And soon, your reality reflects it. You don't have to fake happiness. You just have to practice presence with emotions that match your vision. So now I ask you, can you gift yourself 5 minutes a day to feel elevated emotions? What might change if you practice joy before success, rather than waiting for success to... If you've made it this far, I want to tell you something important. You're already shifting. The very act of being present with this message, of opening your heart and mind to something beyond the visible, that is transformation in motion. But let's be real for a second. The world will try to pull you back into old habits, old fears, inherited beliefs. It will whisper, "This is nonsense. Nothing's really changing." But now you know better. You've seen behind the veil. You've felt what it's like to remember who you truly are. So let me leave you with this. You are not here to repeat the past. You are not here to carry wounds that were never yours to begin with. You are not here to dim your light to match a room that fears illumination. You are here to choose, to decide, to vibrate with truth, not trauma. And the shift happens in the now. Every time you catch yourself about to react from an old wound, pause, breathe, choose again. Every time you feel scarcity creeping in, place your hand on your heart and whisper, "I am not that story anymore." Because you're not. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're just awakening. And that process, although uncomfortable, is sacred. So, will you honor it? Will you take this momentum and carry it into your day? into your conversations, into the way you speak to yourself and others. I challenge you, today, to choose one action that matches your elevated self. It could be as simple as journaling, saying no to what drains you, saying yes to rest, or just smiling in the mirror and saying, "I'm proud of how far I've come." And before you go, if this message stirred something in you, if it gave you clarity or comfort, don't keep it to yourself. Someone else might need this more than you know. So take a moment. Comment below what you're choosing to release today. Like the video if it resonated. Share it with someone who's been searching for something more. And don't forget to subscribe, because this journey isn't over. We're just getting started. The energy you choose now will echo into the life you create tomorrow. And you, my friend, are worthy of a life that finally feels like yours.